put the video up, but it was just so hot today. The UFO tower, and then in the distance there, which I'll try and show you, is like the rotating, or some kind of restaurant, I think. But you know, people have made videos about Bratislava, you know, and haven't visited there yet, but okay, this is a lake just to the south of the city of Bratislava. As you can see, some of the spiders are pretty big. About the size of my thumb. Anyhow, we can't really see the rotating tower from here. We could just further down there, but you can just type in, I put up a video today about Bratislava and the UFO tower, did some preaching there. It was very, very hot today. I would say 35 degrees easily. I don't know, right now it's about 10 p.m. and it's still easily over 80 degrees, so everybody's in swimming. I don't know what they're doing over there. Just as an old couple in there swimming. But this lake is surrounded by a housing estate, as you can see. We call them flats in the UK. We might have another name for them in America. But I can't really say that it's the most beautiful country I've visited in Europe, you know, and everything. It's on the Danube River, but there's a Tesco Extra here, so it's the first Tesco I've seen in Europe, mainland, which is quite good. But my main gripes at the moment are people who are called again to serve God, and they'll look for reasons not to, and it's really cowardly in God's sight. Also, people who are believing in false doctrine and rejecting real doctrine, you know, consciously. So it's not a good sign, and it's a little bit disheartening, you know, when these things happen. But if you're following the Lord in a number of other areas, then sometimes it makes up for it. But if you're really lacking in a lot of things, I mean, I went to a church today and I really enjoyed it. Nice teaching, nice praise and worship, but there was about half a dozen people there, you know, and they're looking at me saying, oh, usually it's full. Look, it was only a small little hall anyway. Who cares if it's full? You know, that you should have a massive, you know, 1,000-seater, whatever. So they're not very ambitious for the Lord here, but I still enjoyed what was on offer. I was out yesterday doing preaching and evangelism. Met Ollie, which is probably my Nazi Ollie, you know. That met a guy just exactly the same as you know, Herman the Nazi, my little character. God bless him, he's a really nice guy. He helped me translate a little bit, and he's doing a pilgrimage this week, so I'm not going to be able to see him, but I met another half dozen or so believers and fellowshipping with them today, so it's been a pretty good day. But as I said, like, when people don't do what they're called to do, it's like a stone in your shoe. You know how uncomfortable that is. There's a guy I met who was basically sitting in my van when I got out of the church, and I think God called him to help me to preach today, but for some reason in his head he got that he had to go and beg for money, and I'm like, you don't need to do that. But I think it was probably an attack he got from Satan or something. But I don't know. But there was that, and then there's another believer who's been doing the lunar Sabbath for a while, who's decided to stop doing it because some unsaved family member told her it's a cult. Now that particular assembly, I don't believe is very good, because I've listened to the guy's doctrine, and he condemns people for remarriage. There's nothing. Jesus doesn't condemn remarriage. Okay, there's certain conditions that you can remarry. So, but again, people are just doing what they want these days. People use these false doctrines as excuses not to do God's will. So that's really what the heart of it is. You know, the law exists in the human heart. Without the human heart, there'd be no law whatsoever on this earth. Praise God. So it's God that gives us His law in order to, what would you say, manage His creation, be stewards of His creation, which Adam, that was Adam's job. So you can see, you know, it's not exactly Austria, but it does have, I believe it has beautiful parts in Slovakia, and I will just enjoy it. Thanks for your prayer, guys, and talk to you soon. Cam Sky.